When you say get on the bus, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Kids boarding a school bus? The 1996 movie by Spike Lee about the March on Washington? And for some, it might remind them of the 1998 music video by Destiny's Child, Get on the Bus. However, Get on the Bus in its 20th year is a groundbreaking collaboration between the California Department of Corrections and the Center for Restorative Justice Works.
Motto is restoring children, family, and community. And that falls under the broader mission, and that is to help those who've been impacted by the criminal justice system. Not necessarily negatively, but realistically, as far as that impact goes. So the programs that we have here help on different levels with that. Primarily is helping families to go visit a loved one who's incarcerated.
It is practically impossible to have community without women. Not just because women are 50% of the global population of the planet, and not to say that men are not integral to community also, but when you have areas of the world, neighborhoods, sections of population that have been devastated from the lack of men because they have been incarcerated, women are who are going to keep community going. I grew up in the South. I grew up in Macon, Georgia. And way before there was Kickstarter or Indiegogo, there was church. And you would see that someone was in the community that had a need, and the women would all pool their resources together, gather what they could out of their, petty cash, and they would make whatever, resource they needed to have happen. So the numbers are very telling, because when you look at the U.S. population, women are 51% of the U.S. population. Of that 51%, 36% of women identify as women of color, but then 66% of women of color are actually incarcerated in local jails. That's devastating to a community and a society.
Well, I started to get on the bus about 3 or 4 years ago. I'm a professor at Cal State Long Beach, and one of my students was interested in doing a thesis, a graduate thesis, on something to do with coordinating reentry for inmates and families, and so we found Get on the Bus as an opportunity for her to explore that research.
To get to the California Institution for Women, CIW in Chino, buses left as early as 11 p.m. the night before, traveling from Sacramento, Oakland, Los Angeles, La Mesa, and Bakersfield, with all 5 buses arriving in Norco, California for breakfast the next morning to allow families to reunite and prepare for the final leg of the journey to CIW.
One of the institutions that we serve is Central California Women's Facility. It's the largest women's facility in the country. So we get the chance to really see how providing these frequent trips to the families really give them an opportunity to connect and to bond and to really get that transportation. And you really don't know how many financial barriers and hardships that people face whenever they do have loved ones that are incarcerated, especially with Central California. It's literally located in the middle of California.
Well, we go every year, and it started with myself and my 2 kids, who were about, I don't know, maybe 14 when they started going with me, and we were able to go. And then it's now involved my grandson now, and this is going to be his 3rd year going. So it's a good experience. We enjoy it. For me, it gets me going more, because sometimes it'll be a few weeks or it'll be a month and a half or so before I can see my husband. Well, when the boys used to go, it's a lot of sports talks, they're all completely into sports. Now that the baby goes, it's a lot, he says his ABCs for his papa, and he counts to 30 for his papa, and they do a really cute handprint. They hand out like little pamphlets of like, what do you know, and what do you know about your loved one, and what does your loved one know about you, and little things, your favorite sports, your favorite food, your favorite this, your favorite that. And then they paint pictures, and my husband will take him to go get his face painted and things like that. It's exciting. He's looking forward to it, every year too. He looks forward to the Get on the Bus. And these are all the people that support the Get on the Bus and donate and stuff too. Thank you. Say have a good day.
Well, this is my first time, and I am very excited and happy to be here. I got met some beautiful people here. I mean, beautiful people, just, you know, the type of people I like to be around. People with great attitude. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy for Get on the Bus. My mom had went on Get on the Bus several times to see my little sister, and that's why I'm going to see her.
If you guys are still hungry, we have more food.
Okay. I'm bringing my interview bag. Oh, that's what was supposed to go in, huh? I'm trying to stop from crying. I am so happy to really be here, and I really appreciate Get on the Bus, and I appreciate them making it possible for people that doesn't have transportation to be able to go see these cities. It's an honor and a treat. God is so good. He is so good. They're gonna be like, could we get a vote in here? Because this lady just flooding the room. Yes, I'm telling you, yes. I really know, guys. I'm just so happy. I'm not much of a speaker, y'all.
It's been, I try to come twice a year. So I just get joy, excitement to see them together, you know. So I just kind of like ease out and let them just interact. So it's a blessing to be able to do this for them. You know, helps them in school. I believe this should continue to go on because I've seen families when they enter, the joy they have, and then when it's time to go, I still see the joy, but then I see teenagers with their moms, you know, and it's the connection they have, and they didn't want to leave, you know, it just brings tears in my eyes of joy, you know. But, you know, the departure's kind of overwhelming a little bit, you know. But just to be the time there, you know, and spend the time there. But this is a great program. I recommend it, and it helps to bring families together. Thank you.